December. And then most recently, the Board of County Commissioners approved the agreement with B-Free, which is also known as Free B, not to be really super confusing, but to provide this first level of service. And the intent is that the service would start on October 1st of this year, run in tandem with fixed route operations in Seminole County through January of 26, so that we'd have overlap in the two services, we could learn and understand the impact, and then in January decide to reduce the fixed route and leave the microtransit service in place. So really, here's the background on the service. So the potential service area is, of course, Seminole County. We have, of course, Sunrail as a backbone throughout the Seminole County core with 4 stations within the boundaries of Seminole County. As well, we have some pretty high Lynx ridership routes on 436 and a little bit into the east side over on 434. So the intent would be keep the high ridership routes of Lynx in the southern part of the county, and then layer this microtransit solution on top of it. So the intent would be to create a group of zones. So these zones are on-demand zones that are door-to-door service, so you don't have to go to a bus stop. Similar to what you experience in the paratransit world currently. There would be, right now, the intent is to have 5 zones. Through the summer, the Freebie folks will be working with the county teams, and we'll be deciding what those zones should include and how to serve them. So this is representative. The lines might change a little bit. And by the way, that's the beauty of this type of service. It could change to meet needs and demands. So the intent of being innovative and flexible to changing requirements, that's the intent here as well. The intent is also to connect to regional transportation and mass transit solutions or services, such as, of course, Sunrail. So each of the zones, as you can see, we have four stations. They actually would, four of these zones would actually have a Sunrail station in them. So the intent would be to allow for a quick transfer to Sunrail, and then the passenger could go anywhere in the 3 counties that Sunrail serves as well. Volusia, of course, Osceola and Orange, and then of course and then of course we want to make sure, and the board was very clear, wheelchair accessibility and making sure that we had vehicles and individuals that understood how to interact and work with both disadvantaged as well as ADA passengers. So the proposed service schedule currently is a 7-day schedule. So Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and then Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. In addition, the intent is this is a same-day service. So via a mobile application, the web, or a phone call to a customer service center, the passenger can make an appointment or reservation for a pickup. On 6 days of the week, Monday through Saturday, the intent is 30 minutes ahead. So you make your reservation, 30 minutes later, a vehicle shows up where you need them to, and they take you to anywhere in the zone. On Sundays, we move that to 60 minutes. That's the intent right now. And then, of course, we understand we want, or the Board of County Commissioners wants to make sure that it's encouraging a shared ride service. So therefore, but they want to do it with the intention of not inconveniencing. So there's detour times developed in there. We've requested a reasonable pickup time, so diverting. So you're not going to sit in the vehicle with another person for an hour while they go somewhere. And we're currently figuring out that time right now and get more feedback as we move forward. So really, so quickly, the next step's really to negotiate the contract. So we had approval from the Board of County Commissioners on May 20th. We need to execute that contract and then begin the service implementation. The intent at this point, and similar to some of your feedback, the county, at the direction of the Board of County Commissioners and our county manager, Derek Gray, has reached out to key constituents throughout the community. And we have actually one of our super writers here, Joanne Nelson. Joanne has agreed. Christian says hi. So yep. Joanne's going to be one of our test users or super writers to really check out pre-launch. How does the call center, how does the mobile application work? Are we good there? And then throughout, be able to provide feedback. Because if there's anybody who knows how to get from anywhere in our community to anywhere in our community, it's people like Joanne. So we're going to be engaging with them, of course, our hospital teams, as well as our public school systems, and throughout the summer, as well as through the pilot, or through that first overlap time frame from October through January. And of course, throughout this, thank you to the links teams and the planning teams. They've been helping us try to figure out how do we make sure that we have seamless connectivity so that those Seminole County residents that need to go and travel into Orange and Osceola County have good connections, as well the other way around, of course, folks coming from the other counties up into Seminole County. So with that, I will pause and answer any questions you have, if I can.
Any questions? Yes. Yes.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. These rides, forgive me here, they will, the hours of operation you said was like Monday through Saturday, right?
Yes.
And these rides will
Thank
go
you.
only within Seminole County?
Yes, ma'am.
And, right, so doc, for medical appointments, but also to grocery stores and those sort of things, so pretty much across the board.
Yeah, so for a purpose.
Okay.
So so if you need to go to the grocery store, if you need to go to entertainment, if you need to go to work, that's the intent.
I was gonna ask work as well, all right, thank
Absolutely,
you.
absolutely. And the intent of some of these zones, I can go back to the zones. So the zones are intended to include, and this is similar to some of the things you heard from the Links team, make them big enough that they have all the things people need in their daily life to encourage quick trips, right? And make sure that you have the connectivity to regional mass transit services like Sunrail to zippity, and you can go into Orange County, Osceola County, or Volusia.
Okay, thank you so much.
Did you have a question?
I noticed that the presentation wasn't in the package. Would we be provided with a presentation?
So, and other than that, I was very late getting into Metro Plan windows.
Ms. Baldwin.
Okay, two questions, John. If a Seminole County resident, ADA or TD, uses paratransit, they're still going to be able to use paratransit?
Yes, ma'am. So,
Okay, then my other question will be then kind of just so that I'm understanding, what if an ADA rider takes a trip from Orange County to Seminole County, they are still going to be using Access Links and not the system that you're providing, correct?
yes, ma'am. Exactly.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you so much for bringing this to us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
Good
for having us.
information. Thank you.
Madam Chair, thank you, and thank you, John, for being here.
Thank you, John.
There was a lot of questions.
Thank you.
around this. There was a lot of uncertainty when it was being rolled out on the news, and a lot of misinformation. And so we wanted to make sure to bring it to the TDLCB so that you hear it first from Seminole County, and then second, it would help to be able to envision what this looks like. There is currently no impact to TV riders and access links. They don't have to use this. They can still continue to use access links as they currently do. However, it may prove to be more convenient and better for them if they are ambulatory, but you see that they're also wheelchair accessible vehicles. So it's one of those things, what was Uber 10 years ago? It was something big, but now we know what Uber is. So this is something that's being implemented, and we wanted to make sure that some of the myths were dispelled as this is being rolled out.
Thank you. All right, that concludes our presentations.
Madam Chair, I'm sorry to interrupt. We have Tashara Cooper online who would like to ask a question.
Sure.
Lisa, if you can give her permission to speak. Thank you. Tashara, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Sharon.
Okay, so my question is more for clarification to make sure I'm understanding. So this service is to provide services within, so basically it's gonna travel across cities within Seminole County versus across, counties. Right, so for a person who is a Access Links user, if employing this service, for transportation, it would be to travel within and across the cities contained within Seminole County. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes, ma'am, you are. That's exactly the intent. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry for repeating, but yes, ma'am, that's exactly the intent. So, and that's why, of course, the comments of paratransit access links for the multiple cities and so on. So if a paratransit passenger's needs, say they're a dialysis passenger and they need that trip, their dialysis location is in Seminole County and they live in Seminole County, then of course they could choose, to Virginia's point, they could choose to use this service versus the Access Link service, and they would have that option. The Board of County Commissioners have been very clear to make sure that we support the needs of our residents.
And those costs for using that service is comparable to what clients, paratransit users would pay? Would there be an increase and or decrease? And I'm sorry if you've already stated this, I had to depart the meeting a little bit early.
Yeah, no ma'am, I didn't state it, so I can state it now. So over this summer, we are doing a fare study to hone in on what the fare should be. The direction from the Board of County Commissioners to our county manager, Darren Gray, has been to make sure that we develop a system that has reduced fares for disadvantaged, for seniors, for students and other groups. So in that fare study, we will get clarity on what the actual end price will be per trip. But the intent is to do a couple things. Number one, acknowledge those groups. And second thing is there may be things like supporting connections to like Sunrail. So as riders know, and Joanne and the gang knows, and Selena and the gang. So if you take a Lynx bus and you go to a Sunrail location with a transfer from the Lynx bus to Sunrail, you can ride one zone free, right? So within a certain amount of time. Those types of interchanges is stuff that we are also looking at for this system, because we do want to encourage people to use this and then get on the regional rail system.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am?
All right. Now that concludes our presentations.
Woo!
There are items for your consideration under general information and upcoming meetings, including our next meeting, which is scheduled for August 14th. And we're now at member comments for any members. Do you have any final comments? Hearing none, this brings us to the second opportunity for public comments comments heard at this point in the meeting are more general in nature, and similar to the first, comments may be made in person or online. Members of the public joining us virtually who wish to speak, please use the raise hands feature on your Zoom screen. And when you're called, staff will unmute your microphone. We'll ask you to state your name and contact information for the record. Is there anyone online with general comments?
No hands raised online, Madam Chair.
Thank you. All right, is there anyone from the public wishing to speak in person?
Miss Joan Canellis would like to speak.
Joanne?
Yeah, you turn on, you help me turn, oh, there you go, thank you. Well, I'm Joan Canales. Yes, I've been actively riding the bus. I like to be able to keep the bus so that I can ride the one I'm about to ride on to the bus stop. Are we still getting the bus over at the, we call it Walmart Plaza and in, Seminole Center?
Anybody know that?
So, I don't know if this is gonna affect that, John. Can we can get with you after, Joanne, if that's okay?
Yeah, okay, because I just want to make sure, I mean, we still do need public transportation 24 hours, 7 days. So in case, that way, every 15 minutes for everybody else besides myself. And we need that, stuff like that. So like when I come home from 4th of July, celebration from Sanford to home, I'd like to have the ride there too, and back. And I'd like to have, bus everywhere that we don't have right now, please. Every 15 minutes for everyone in this region, please. Thank you. And don't forget Seminole County, please. We're not a ghost yet. We're still young. And I'm 73, and yes, I gotta remind you, yes, I had brain damage due to lack of oxygen when I was born. And now I'm a senior citizen too, so 73 years old, I just had a birthday. And that's April 24th, you saw that over there at Lake Central Station on my birthday. Yes, I have a double whammy now, ever since 65. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joanne.
Now you understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if I ever have to use the bus, I'm bringing Joanne with me because I don't know how to use it. She is an absolute expert at it.
And don't forget Sunrail train.
Oh, absolutely. That too.
Thank you.
All right, if there's no further business to come before us, we are adjourned. Thank you all for your patience.
Woo! Thank you. All right. Oh, yeah, I want to know. I can still use this for my drive? Yes, and you get to have this for the train as well.
A pleasure.
Yes, I didn't have to worry about having to hurt my feet either. Or my weight.
You can stay in the house 1 to 3, 2 to 3
Yes,
p.m.
that way I can really, because I like to go swimming as well. You know, I like to go bowling. And when this comes in springtime, I like in January, I use the, I like to use this card. There in Bangor. What about over at the, Yes, still I'm gonna use this. So I use all this money so I can have my let it go.
Yes, I'm sitting in for my boss.
No, I still got the,
I don't know, I'm gonna think about it, Charlotte. Okay, I'm gonna think about it. You know, we have a lot of love that on this side.
You'll have the ability to take that small instead of having.
Yeah, because I can have a big, fixed out bus at, Seminole Center.
So that's the way, most likely that'll not be there anymore, you'll just take the regular bus, small ones.
Oh,
So
so
then
I
you
can still use the same.
That's the idea.
That's
Then you
amazing.
know, we schedule our time, and go,
And
and
it's
ready to
so,
come back, we go back.
so I can still ride the bus around over, like a big bus like this, like Central Station or something like that.
Yeah, so if you wanna come here and that stuff, so you take the small ones, either over somewhere, you can take it right to Lincoln Station, right?
Yeah, we'd like to have a Sunday on Sundays and holidays too, please.
I know, we're working on that too. I don't, that's gonna be longer though. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
Sunday.
October, yeah, that's not, yeah.
Sunmilk is in October on Sunday, oh. Fun.
Steps at a time.
Yeah, no babysit, I just wanted to have it under as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I need your phone number, I guess.
I gave you mine. You got it.
I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. They might have changed it over time when I was out there. I could still ride a train around Monday to Friday, ha ha ha. And Saturday I go swimming, remember that? And it'll take me to church after that and get to ride the little one around, right? Or just that? Okay, cool.
So that's my phone number right there.
Oh, that's your cell phone number?
So that's the best way to get a hold of me.
Oh,
Is I
John
got
Slot.
somebody- this
Oh,
one?
yeah.
That's me.
I did not recognize you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's me. No problem.
John Slot, that's your name.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I like that.
All right. Thank you for coming.
Oh, you're
Good to
welcome
see you.
anytime.
Yes, ma'am.
My pleasure.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. Right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching this. This is so good, everything else, that we be able to see what I'm doing. This is Joanne Canellis, the viewer, out. Bye.